As part of planning the NDRP Commissioned research project, we met with disability representative organisations. These are groups that represent and advocate for people with disability. We wanted to understand what kind of research could really make a difference. Here's what we learned. We need to be practical. People told us the project should lead to useful, real-world outcomes, things that can actually be put into action within current systems and funding. We need to include people who are often left out. This includes people with complex or communication support needs, people with intellectual disability, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, people from diverse cultural and language backgrounds, autistic young people, and people who may only be able to work a few hours a week. The research needs to be co-designed. That means working alongside people with lived experience. It also means having a clear plan for how change will happen, what's called a theory of change. And attitudes and intersectionality matter. We need to challenge negative assumptions about people with disability. And we need to understand how things like culture, gender, and geography can create extra barriers. Now let's look at the themes that came through. There are gaps in disability knowledge across schools, training organisations, and services. We need to understand why good ideas don't always get used and where the system breaks down. People also talked about how market-driven systems can make things harder, and they raised the idea of reviewing disability employment standards to make things fairer. One big idea was creating a national transition framework, a joined-up approach across education, employment, disability services, and community. Some programs, including those led by advocacy organisations, are already making a real difference. We need to learn from these to understand what works and who it works for, and then explore how to scale or adapt them. People are interested in trying new things, like peer mentoring, local employment hubs, and tailored pathways for people with complex needs. People are also curious about how technology and AI might shape future opportunities and challenges. This feedback helped shape the next phase of the project. It's clear that it needs to be practical, inclusive, and co-designed. It should build on what's already working, test new ideas, and aim for real change, especially for those who've been left out for too long. If you'd like to find out more about this project, you can visit the NDRP website.